Warm in here today.
A little warm. We can push it down.
And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth. 80 show partners here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, CPAs, financial advisors, attorneys, all types of real estate experts, marketing experts, and we all are consumer advocates. We want to help you understand more about your decisions, your buying decisions, and help you live a better life. We aim to engage, we're going to enlighten, we want to educate, but most importantly of all those, we want to help you by helping you win and engaging. So there's multiple ways that we can help you. 813-670-7372. You can give us a call on our hotline.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372.
Here's my number, so call me maybe.
And also check out our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there, their contact information, their show cards, and also another way to connect, a third way for all you texters out there. Just simply text REQB, like real estate quarterback, text REQB to 313131. Very simple. You're going to get an email back or a text back. It's going to have some links on there. You can connect on our radio show site, our real estate site, Platinum MVP Realty. So text REQB to 313131. And we're going to get right back in touch with you before our head hits the pillow that day for sure. All right, it's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Eunice Halstead, back in studio, insuranceriskspecialist.com. Welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Awesome. Yeah. So going to give us some updates today. Anything happening in the property casualty world, insurance space?
We'll talk a little bit about the cyber world again. And I also wanted to talk about careers in the insurance industry.
Oh, interesting. Nice. So developing a career out of, today there's so many choices. People are wondering, what are trending? And, you hit right on the head with the cybersecurity, the insurance. I mean, that's definitely a trending space.
Yes, definitely. And
Awesome.
it's a good space for students coming out of college who have certain particular skills, real good salespeople, people that can talk to other people. Yeah. And there's some good money to be made.
Awesome. I like it. Yeah, I think it's important for people to be self-aware. What are you good at? What do you like to do? Those types of things, and then you're going to excel. All right, we got Chris Baran in the house as well. Baran Property Management. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Good to be here, Brandon. Actually interested about that cyber. I mean, that's huge right now. So my wife kind of just went through something recently with credit card stuff. So I'd love to hear some stuff about that.
Yeah.
Actually.
How to protect yourself, right?
Oh my God, yeah, for sure.
Try to be protected around, those areas and changing the passwords. I mean, there's some basic stuff you can do. But if the hackers want to get in, they pretty much can now.
Seems like
it's crazy. You're opened up. All right. We've got Louise Harris as well, rounding out our expert contributor panel. Last research and editing.
Hi, Brandon. It's great to be here. I had something recent happen to me that I found out my book publisher went out of business. So I thought I'd talk about what you can do if that happens.
Okay.
And I also wanted to talk about how to be effective when you have a new product.
Okay.
Press release.
How to be effective in a press release for a new product.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that sounds great. Yeah, love it. Awesome lineup today for you. Want to plug our got an East Coast Consumer Shows doing a fall home and garden show. We're going to be there. We're going to have a double booth. We're real excited about it. Come over and say hello. Meet some of our expert contributors. East Coast Consumer Shows, August 25th and 26th at the Tampa Convention Center. And it's on Franklin Street right downtown. Come out and say hello. It's going to be really fun. You'll meet some of the newer vendors, and home and garden show is always fun to get out and see what's trending. So those conventions are really neat to see, what's new, what's coming out. And, of course, some of the tried and trues will be there as well. And I want to give a shout out to our hotel partner on the beach, right on the Gulf of Mexico, the Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island. It's on Gulf Boulevard, 10650 Gulf Boulevard, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in Treasure Island area for years. And for those that are on business trips, add a little beachside pleasure, families for long getaways, great place to go hang out. They've got the pool on site, they've got a restaurant, and they've got the beach bars. It's that Bilmar Beach Resort. On-site beachfront dining opportunities await. Beautiful, beautiful restaurant, hotel partner right there as well. Right on the beach, the beautiful Gulf of Mexico.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
And let's jump right into it. We've got Eunice Halstead. We're talking about cybersecurity, and it's such a threatening area for business owners. And I think it's, in many cases, it's one of those things you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, it's really scary, and it's getting worse every day. Apparently, there are 4,000 ransomware attacks happening every single day in the United States.
Wow.
And there's nothing we can do about it right now. Rather than just, protect ourselves, make sure that you have your systems with the right kind of antivirus wear, and some proper insurance to recover your data, have the notification to your clients. This affects especially people who have to respond to HIPAA laws, the doctors and hospitals, dentists, anybody that has really sensitive information, your name, phone number, date of birth, or social security number. Those people are required by law, and all the states have been bringing new legislation into place that require that if anybody loses their information, they have to report to every single one of their clients what just happened.
Wow.
And that can get really expensive.
It is a crazy area. You think about, companies like JP Morgan, Target, our federal government has been hacked. So cybersecurity, it's not going away. It's a new, emerging, and it's really already emerged. I mean, it's there, and it's a threat for business owners. It's a scary situation. So what do you recommend as far as policies? What are you seeing in that space for business owners?
There's cybersecurity policies that provide full limits. In some cases, they don't have an aggregate, which means that once you have an event, if you have another event, your full limit comes back, and you can have the full $1 million for response once again. So if you need any more information on that, please contact me, and we can talk in more details.
Yeah, and I would just suggest a review for most business owners. It's, how long has it really been since you reviewed what types of insurances you have? Maybe your company's grown and you're out exceeding those coverage limits that you're in now. It would be a great time to get a review. Sit down with Eunice. She's got an office on Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa, and you would also make house calls, go to people's offices if that's necessary.
I would be happy to visit somebody's office, yes.
Okay, perfect. So reach out, for the insurance space, and it's much more than just the cybersecurity, which we're talking about. You're helping people with property and casualty, real estate. You're helping with what all types do you cover?
We can do commercial auto. We can do commercial property, commercial casualty, pretty much any need that a small business might have.
Yeah, and the cybersecurity is such a huge space. I mean, it's really, when you look at where we're at in our existence, it's such a great time to be alive as a human being. There's so much opportunity that's afforded to us, given the fact that the internet's really in its its infancy still. It's in 20 years or so. And now you got these the cyber security threats. You've got the cryptocurrencies out there, so it makes it more advantageous for these people to hack, and then they don't have to have actual physical dollars delivered to them. They could say, hey, send us cyber coins or
Bitcoins. Yeah, that they require most payments in Bitcoin at this point in time because they're not traceable. And the problem is most of the hackers are in foreign countries, so it's very, very hard to get a hold of them and bring them to justice. The other thing is the city of Atlanta apparently suffered a cybersecurity breach not that long ago, and they had to stop everything for 5 days while they were able to recover their system. So
Wow.
It was like they had to shut down parks, they had to shut down, people couldn't pay their bills online. It created quite a bit of havoc.
Wow. Yeah, and Atlanta's such a big emerging, center for, they say it's really growing in terms of like a Hollywood on the East Coast, like for movies and theater and even like the the hip hop rap game. I guess I hear through different sources, but yeah, so a city like Atlanta, and a business can be crippled by these types of cybersecurity attacks.
Yes, and in the past, what we had seen was that the ransomware that they would send out, once you paid your ransom in Bitcoin, they would actually return your data to you. Now they have these new systems that completely destroy your data.
Wow.
And you pay your ransom in your Bitcoin, and you never get it back.
Wow. Yeah.
So one other important thing to do is always have backup or several backups of your information in several different places where it cannot be touched, so that you can recover that information on your own if you need to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Having the backups, having the IT system. A lot of the companies will have, extensive backups and IT systems in place for this type of scenario when it comes out. But so Eunice Halstead, insuranceriskspecialist.com. Check her out at insuranceriskspecialist.com. Also, our website has all of our expert contributors, her phone number, contact information at consumerqb.com as well. And more from our expert contributors when we come back. We're going to talk with Chris Baran Property Management, and we're going to talk more about insurance and property management, different types of property management when we come back. So stay with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
One
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. We would love to talk to you if you're thinking about selling and buying, investing. We've got a great team. Actually voted top 1% of the nation. I received an award this week, 1% in the United States of all real estate agents. So real excited about that. I've got a hot listing on the beach here, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401. This is a gorgeously updated 3-bedroom, 3-bath property, Bella Rosa condo on the Sand Key in Clearwater Beach. Beautiful property. $1.175 million for this rare find right on the beach. Gorgeous property on the beach. And we got 103 South Havana Avenue. This is an excellent property for an Airbnb, a rental. It is a 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,500 square foot heated, and reduced down to $570,000 now. So it's a reduced property right there in South Tampa, the charming South Tampa historic home. Compliments of PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And we would love to engage with you. That's what this show is about. Reach out. We've got 80 different show partners that can help you live a better life. Think of us as the hub of your financial, your business, your marketing wheel. Each one of those spoke extending out, representing another one of our preferred partners, our expert contributors. We want you reaching out. We'd love to connect you with them. And let's give a shout out to Brio Tuscan Grill at International Plaza. This is our official restaurant partner, Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza Mall. You will discover an exciting Italian menu, signature drinks, and a cozy atmosphere, bringing you the pleasures of a Tuscan country villa to Tampa. We invite you to make your reservation today and check out the best Italian dining experience in Tampa Bay. Also, all you have to do is mention that you are a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show, and they're going to hook you up with a free appetizer just by mentioning that you're a fan of the show and that you listen to our program. All right, we're back here in studio. We got Chris Baran here, Baran Property Management, helping people with communities, associations, even investors manage their rental properties.
Yeah, I'm still overwhelmed by the cybersecurity thing right now.
He's thinking about it.
It's just so wacky. I mean, people are probably listening to right now what we're doing. I mean, it's just insane. But pretty much, I mean, a few things that I've wanted to talk about today. One of them being. And it's just happening so much more, and it's in our industry, and it's probably in yours, and just so many different industries. And people, two things: one, nobody wants to get their hands dirty anymore,
right?
And nobody really keeps their word on stuff. So a contract is a contract. I get that, but don't be forced to abide by that contract. You should be doing it because that's what you're supposed to do, I would say. You know what I'm trying to get across?
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. So it's not so much of over-promise or under-promising and over-deliver. Over-promise and over-deliver. I mean, what's so hard about that?
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of people come in underbid or try to get into a contract or try to get into a deal, and they're making all these promises, but and a lot of times the board members or the owners aren't reading every single bit of fine print. And they're saying, okay, well, you told me this. Yeah, but if you look at line 452, it says I don't have to do that. Well, you told me that. You would do that, though. You know what I mean? So it's just be a person of your word. Just do what you say you're going to do.
Right.
And it's becoming more and more, it seems, and it's just very aggravating. It's because you're almost losing out on certain deals that you really want sometimes over a lie, and it doesn't make it. You're not on a level playing field sometimes. So there's more proving now that you have to do with a lot of industries, it seems. Not just mine, but I mean with anything out there. So
it can be
a little
frustrating.
Tougher. It's a little tough.
Yeah, it can be frustrating. So when you're you see it in the real estate game where people make an offer, but they've got all these contingencies in the back, the page, the final page, and then you try to sort through it. What's at the heart of that? You try to, as a negotiator, you try to ascertain, okay, what are you really worried about? What are you trying to get to? What are you trying to accomplish? Right.
I'll also see stuff too with that. I'll see people advertising. They'll say 2% fee. Right. How are you gonna do 2%? I mean, what kind of service are you going to give me for 2%? Right. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, old school. I don't know. But I mean, How
Well,
could-
they're telling the whole truth, basically, because what they're saying is that if it's a 2% fee, if you're talking about a listing fee, then it's going to be 2% on the one side. And then, okay, well, what do you want to pay the buyer?
But you're not
agent?
saying that.
Yeah.
You're bending it a little bit, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, we try to make everything pretty clear, very transparent.
Yeah.
What you see is what you're going to get, and you'll probably get more on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we try to live by. We make sure we go above and beyond. Yesterday, we spent the whole day on one of the properties. We didn't have to do it. The people we had hired couldn't come out quick enough. We were pretty much out in the 101-degree heat all day yesterday.
Wow.
Donna with heels on, skirt on.
Yeah.
Unloading the shed to move product out of a basement into the shed because the basement was flooding.
Oh, wow.
And needed to get done. So we had to do it.
So that's above and beyond.
You just do it. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do what you need to do to get the job
Was the
done.
client pleased and at least appreciative?
We'll see.
Okay.
Don't even know yet.
Yeah. Well, that's what you
I would hope so.
right? Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
The job got done. I mean, that's the final product, no matter how it takes to get there. So
Yeah, for sure. If you just joined us, I'm talking with Chris Baran, Baran Property Management, and we're talking about managing assets, and I think that's a big part of our real estate space, and that we've seen so much appreciation and growth here in the Tampa Bay market from investors, people buying properties because they realize that, hey, if I'm going to put money into the stock market or cryptocurrency, I mean, there's risk there. There's significant risk. With real estate, you have risk still. Any investment, you have risk, but you have calculated risk. You have a risk that's an insurable asset, as we talked about with Eunice. So I think the property management space is a key part of, an economic driver, allowing us to facilitate growth in our economy because you're able to work with investors or associations.
yeah, it's another piece to that puzzle to keep everything going in a smooth circle. And like I think we said last time on the show, a lot of times some of the investors are scared to take on so much. They say, oh, I want 50 properties in my portfolio. Maybe I should only do 20. I don't know how to control all these. Well, you don't have to. That's not your job. Your job is to keep bringing them in. And you this company is to help you
That's
manage them.
right.
So
Yeah, that's a significant part of the process is with management. So as an investor, you can go in and buy the asset, turn it over to Baran Property Management. You guys are going to collect a fee, and you're going to collect the rents. You're going to handle all the phone calls. You're going to do basically like you said yesterday. You're out there taking care of an asset for them.
Sure. And we always tell people too. I mean, there's no secret. But a lot of people are shielded from a lot of info, and a lot of people charge for info. I mean, if somebody has a question, I mean, shoot us an email, give us a call. We're not going to hit you over the head for $50 a minute on the phone. I mean, I don't care if you're a client of ours or you're not. If you're not sure of something, or you might want to be a client of ours, or you just have a question about something that's going on in your community, and you just have nowhere to ask, I mean, just give us a call, just give us an email. I mean, it takes us 2 seconds to answer it for you, and at least you'll be on the right track of where you want to go.
And the website is it baranpropertymanagement.com?
Yes.
baranpropertymanagement.com, BARAN.
Correct.
Propertymanagement.com, and of course consumerqb.com. All their contact information is there as well if you want to give a call. But yeah, so let's kind of define property management for them a little bit. I mean, basically you're a liaison between the owner, many times it's an investor, as we mentioned, and the tenant.
Correct. Or we could be an HOA, condominium, community.
Yep.
So we do all that. We'll do residential. We'll do clubhouses. We'll do communities, high-rise condos, waterfront, anything like that. So yeah, we're pretty much the people that manage between the homeowner and the association, or whether it be an investor, it would be between the tenant and the owner.
Yeah.
So anything that goes in between, it could be any kind of repair. It could really just anything.
Yeah.
It could be budgets when a community. It could be even fun stuff like events that we throw on some of the communities. We had a boat show a few weeks ago that we put on. They never had that before, so it was a really fun time. They came in, took people on boat rides. I think they sold 4 boats that day.
Nice.
It was a great turnout for everybody. Had food, DJ, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's really cool. That's super cool.
We try to make them fun when we have cool communities.
Like for example, this listing on the beach I had mentioned, when you talk about taking care of communities, this is $1 million property, $1.175 million. It's on the beach, Gulf Boulevard, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, Unit 401. It's a listing of mine, and one of the big selling points of this property is that it's well maintained. The HOA's in great condition. They have reserves.
That's huge.
And I'm looking for the fee, and of course I can't find it as I'm looking for. But I want to say it's in the 600 plus range. But when you think about $1 million asset, the $600, that's covering your insurances, your roof, your floods, your tennis courts here, the pool, all the common area maintenance for a $600 fee, per month. That's a pretty solid, pretty well maintained HOA.
It is, and it's keeping that house worth $1 million
Right.
in the community. If you drive in the community and there's garbage all over, or grass overgrown, or somebody's houses or not painted, or that all comes down to the management. You have to be on top of all that type of stuff.
Yeah, it really does.
So you always do. Yeah.
And you look at the comparables for some of these other $1 million condos on the beach like that, they're double and triple the cost for the same amenities, pretty much the same amenities, But yeah, when you look at that, it's it is a challenging part of the business, to make sure those are, and then it gets into the lending side, then if you look to lend or insure an asset that the HOA is not, doesn't have the non-warrantable status, some of those different scenarios that play out, that's going to cause some issue.
Yeah.
But all right, good stuff. So stay with us here, Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, we're going to talk with more of our expert contributors. We've got Louise Harris here in the house as well. We're going to, later in the show, we've got our lightning round. We're going to go around and get top tips, our nuggets of advice from our expert contributors. And we want you to follow us online. We'd love for you to connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Twitter, and of course the Consumer Quarterback Show pages. We would love to connect with you there. And stay with us. We got some really good content coming up. Feel good story of the week as well. This cat returned home with the baby possum on her back. Find out more about this story and more from our expert contributors. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, published author, professional speaker. Check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves. We'd love for you to check it out and leave us a nice review if you buy a copy. We appreciate it. And if you're one of our partners we would love to give you a copy as well, and launched a new company, the Business Growth Celebrity Academy, just yesterday. Real excited about that, and got it going. And I want to give a shout out to WholeBodyFuel.com. These guys know how to prepare food. These are awesome meals, prepackaged food delivered to your home or office. WholeBodyFuel.com. They've got the world famous protein donuts. These donuts are amazing. It's got protein in there, and if you look at the label, it's got like 21 grams of protein, so you're like, oh, nice. And then you got a little sugar on the top, maybe, just depending on which one you get. But when we had the chef in studio, Mr. Adamo, the other day, we talked about they have 49 different meals that they literally rotate. So you have 7 days a week. So every 7 weeks you're getting that same meal rotated. So that gives you 7 weeks to, taste all of the other food. So 49 different types of entrees and different vegetarians. They've got the paleo, all the different types of diets. WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service, chef prepared meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check them out, WholeBodyFuel.com. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win in any marketplace. Got a hot listing in South Tampa. I want to let you know about 3911 West Euclid Avenue. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2 half bath, 10-foot ceilings throughout. 4,000 plus square foot home, too many upgrades to list, and it's got the rare main floor master bedroom. Beautiful property on Euclid Avenue, the highest quality of building supplies used. 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico. This is a beautiful listing of mine. $545,000 over in the River Hills Country Club, gated community, pool home, beautiful pool home here. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3,500 square feet. It's a one owner home, and the owner, by the way, is the builder. He's a contractor, so think about all the extra love, TLC, and supplies that he's utilized to make that home the best it can be. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, Louise Harris back in the studio. What's happening?
Hi, Brandon. Well, what happened to me, I found out that my books have been published with a print-on-demand publisher.
Okay.
Which is not the same as a vanity press, and it's not the same as a traditional publisher. It is in between. It kind of takes the best of both worlds. Well, apparently the publisher went out of business and didn't bother to tell any of the authors that it went out of business. And there was a lot of articles about how do you get your rights back, and so what I thought I would do is tell your listeners that if that happened to you, what you can do to make it an opportunity instead of a negativity. So in my case, what I had already had the manuscript because I had asked them as soon as I signed up for my manuscript back. And that's when you sign up with a publisher, that is what you should do, is because by rights, you are allowed to have their printed copy. I mean, not the PDF, the PDF copy, yes, that you can use to market and put anywhere you want. So you should go to your publisher and immediately ask for that back.
Yeah.
So in my case, I took that and I reworked it, and I'm putting it on Amazon, and I'm going to create a print book out of it. And it's an opportunity for me because I was fighting with my publisher about having an electronic book. Yeah. And the publisher wanted me to pay for it, and I didn't want to pay for it because I could do it for free on Amazon. So, and so I was actually glad because now I can put it as an electronic book. Yeah. Immediately.
It works out sometimes, right?
Right. So that's why I'm saying that you can take a negativity and make it an opportunity. So that's what I did. I took this negative thing that happened, and I have an opportunity now to have an ebook and a print book that is all mine without having to give money to the publisher.
That's great.
So
flip a negative to positive. So your print-on-demand publisher went out of business. Then somehow they had the rights. Were you able to? Did you legally get the rights back, or how did that play out?
Well, based on the articles that I read, I don't think I am in a danger for that, because I think if they're going to sue the authors, they're going to sue the authors that have made them a lot more money than I have. Okay. So, but I also know that my contract says that I have the copyrights, so I'm pretty confident that I won't run into that problem. And I also think if they're in bankruptcy court, they're also not spending money to fight the rights of of the
Nor
authors.
should they, right?
Yeah, right.
Really, they shouldn't. What about an audiobook? Are you going to make an audiobook out of it?
I haven't done that yet, but I'm thinking that I might make my books as audiobooks. Yeah.
And I'm thinking about mine, like, why haven't I made an audiobook out of this yet? You know, it's
Right.
like,
The advantage to audiobooks, especially for people that commute, they want to listen to it in their car or on their phone.
big time.
And it is a growing field. It's a different demographic.
Yeah.
It's older people that like audiobooks and people that are commuting. But the electronic books, those are the younger people that like electronic books because they can read it on their phone or their tablet.
Yep.
And then there's still those people that want to hold a print book in their hand.
Yeah.
So
Young or old, I get,
Right.
like I've seen both. And yeah, with the audio, it's just so much easier to pull up, like even our podcast for the quarterback show, the Consumer Quarterback Show, we have the podcast so that way people can see it on demand. If they want to check it out on YouTube and see the video and, some of the B-roll footage that we put up, they can do that as well and have the full experience.
Yes.
But the audio is key.
And I think I always recommend to my clients that they should have every kind of version of a book that they can have because that maximizes their audience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Put it out there. Let people decide how they want to consume your content. That's the
Right.
key. So what was the book about?
I'm a romance writer, so
Okay.
my 3 books are romance novels, and the one that was held up by the publisher was 1776 Inn, but I've renamed it 1776 Bed and Breakfast, just so I don't get into that rights issue.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool. Romance writer. I had no idea. I don't
Yes,
remember.
I also do. That's what I love is fiction, but I also help others with their nonfiction. I help them write it. I help them edit it, and so. But my personal love is fiction. That's what I would love to do every day if I didn't have to do other things.
Yeah. That's neat. Fiction. The difference between, it's interesting too, having a kid that's in 7th grade now going in and, she's reading that book. I think it was The Outsiders.
Yes.
I guess we had to read it with required
Right.
reading. I don't hardly remember it, but I probably glossed
barely
over it and said I
remember
did.
the movie.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But
so.
she was enjoying it. And then, so the ability to read, just to, and I think so many times, and this is something we've talked about in the parenting side, is that, rather than movies or TV before bedtime, I think it's such a powerful move for a parent to say your last 30 minutes before you go to bed is reading a book.
I agree. And I think I've had 3 kids and I had 3 different issues with reading. My daughter, she loved to read everything. My son, he only read the weather books. So from the time he was 4 years old, he was reading about weather.
Huh.
And then I had my son David, who didn't want to read anything. And as they grew up, as they went through school, my daughter is the A student and she's in college level program.
The reader.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then my son Alex, he is in college and he's doing okay, and he's going to probably work for the National Weather Service when he graduates. And then David, he didn't make it through school. He got his GED, but that's as far.
Yeah.
But he's also doing trade now. He wants to do an apprenticeship. So
Good.
they didn't want to read, but they ended up the reading affected how they grew up. So.
Right. Yeah, they each have their different gifts. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're talking with Louise Harris. She's the owner of Last Research and Editing. So you're helping people as a ghostwriter. You can help them with the publishing process. What else are you doing out there?
Okay, well, the other thing that I do more regularly is I do the press releases and the public relations for people. So I mentioned at the top of the show that I was talking about a new product release because I actually had someone ask me that question. Well, I have this new product. How can I get it in front of people? Mm-hmm. And the way to do it, you have to know, you have to have something unique.
Right.
Because if it's a health product, for example, there are so many health products and they all say the same thing. It's mostly based on anecdotal evidence, so you really can't prove one over the other, and an editor gets a lot of those. So an editor is not going to write about that. But if you have something that is a torch that can be used when a disaster strikes, and it's it lasts for 24 hours and it doesn't run out, that's more unique, and they're more likely to pick that up. So the first thing I tell people if they have a new product is really look at it and find out if it's unique. And then the second thing is make sure you're writing the press release in the right format and spin it so that it's tied to something that's trending so that they want to use that product.
I like that. Yeah.
And then the third thing is to remember that they're only going to write a brief about it. They're not going to write a whole feature article because it's just not going to, unless it's breaking millions of dollars or something.
Right.
But mostly a brief.
Okay, good stuff. So press releases, ghostwriting services, Louise Harris, last research and editing. And all of our expert contributors are listed on our website, consumerqb.com. We'd love to connect with you there. You can submit an email form that comes directly through to myself and my team, consumerqb.com. Stay with us when we come back. We got our lightning round and our feel-good story of the week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. That is our goal. We're helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. Former USF football player. I played on the inaugural football team at USF, Go Bulls, and a longtime quarterback on our sports teams. Now we're quarterbacking a different game. We're quarterbacking introductions to our 80-plus show partners, all types of experts that we can connect you with in the business realm, the real estate space, health, nutrition, lifestyle, insurances, ways that we can help you there. Now, also on the quarterbacking side for our buyers, sellers, investors, we would love to help you on that side as well. Looking for agents also to join our team, Platinum MVP Realty. cryogenix.com. Got a hot listing here in South St. Petersburg, Northeast St. Petersburg, 215 12th Avenue Northeast, 4-bedroom, 5-bath property, SIPS panel construction, completely finished now. This home is ready to move in. 3,752 square feet, $1.399 million listing of mine. Beautiful property. SIPS panel construction, 10-foot ceilings on the bottom floor. Beautiful property. And we want to just have you take a look at this thing online. You'll be really impressed once you see it as well. All right, in studio today, we got Eunice Halstead, insurance risk specialist, and insuranceriskspecialist.com. Chris Baran, Baran Property Management, BaranPropertyManagement.com, and Louise Harris, Last Research and Editing as well. And we want to give a shout out to our one of our newest partners here, Cryogenics, is rejuvenation and recovery, whole body cryotherapy, remove inflammation, pain relief, improve sleep, relieve stress, release endorphins, post-surgery recovery, increase your energy levels, and so much more. Rejuvenate your whole body and recover faster. Schedule your free Cryogenics consultation today, and you will be amazed with the results. Cryogenics is in Palm Harbor, 34282 U.S. Highway 19 North in Palm Harbor, right in the Glory Days Plaza there. So say hello to Patrick and his team. They do a great job over there. And the cryo is a pretty cool thing. You are surrounded, you jump in the tank, and you're surrounded with this negative 150 degree nitrogen. Basically, you're freezing your body for a short period of time is what you're doing. It's pretty cool. Have you guys ever tried it?
No.
It's really
Donna
neat.
did it, but I chickened out.
You took it out? I went, and I told them, I said, put me on the lowest level because I'm from South Florida. My blood's like real thin or whatever, But it was real neat. They do a great job. They got lights going on there, and they talk with you and kind of engage you, because that way it's...
And your head is out, right?
Your head's out.
Yeah.
You've got gloves on. You got footies on, and guys wear the boxers and, all that. So you're in there and, just kind of moving around, and it's interesting.
So it's the opposite of like a sun tanning machine.
Yeah. It's kind of like a stand-up tanning bed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you go...
It's like 2 minutes, right, or something? Or
yeah,
3
literally 3
minutes.
minutes. Yep. Yeah. You go in and you feel great. It does release endorphins. It forces all your blood to the core. So you're moving your blood around internally. They say it works great for fibromyalgia and some of those different types of ailments that people have. But check them out. Cryogenics right there in Palm Harbor. Awesome people over there. All right, every week we're doing something positive for you. Every day we're telling you something good here. So we got our feel-good story of the week.
Tell me something good.
This cat returned home with a baby possum on her back. So a rescued cat named Blanquist left home one day and returned as a proud new mama of an abandoned baby possum. Pretty cool story. In the pictures there, if you see the picture, it has the possum on the cat's back. So Jessica Rodriguez in Altamira, Mexico, said she was getting ready for work Friday. She heard something, her husband calling her out to come downstairs. He said, "You have to come down here," Rodriguez told the dodo. Your kitten has an animal on her back. It's unclear how Blanquist discovered the baby possum, but a little critter clearly hopped onto the cat's back on its own. Blanquist evidently allowed it and brought the youngster home, just like an opossum mother transport her babies. According to the dodo, Rodriguez reached out to wildlife specialists and learned how to care for the baby possum until she could be placed under expert care. For the time being, Blanquist has been licking and bathing the baby as if it was her own, and she thought she could feed the possum, but providing the love and the protection that she needs. So,
that is so sweet.
Yeah, pretty cool. Mother Nature out there for work, going to work. All right, let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Eunice Halstead, insuranceriskspecialist.com.
Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about careers in insurance. There are a lot of different types of careers that you can have in insurance. Some of them require higher education, such as becoming an actuary, but some others, such as being a claims adjuster, a claims examiner, insurance sales agent, and insurance investigator, some of those just require you to have a high school diploma and then some specialized training that many companies will provide you with. Becoming an insurance underwriter is extremely interesting. I am an underwriter by trade. I've been doing it for many, many years. Now I'm on the sales side, and it's a very interesting career. And if you're really good at it, there's some good money to be made there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different opportunities. So an actuary, the underwriter, so the actuary, is that the one, are they the ones that are running the numbers and figuring out how many people are going to make claims out of
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So actuaries on the life and health side are the ones that calculate mortality rates, and
mortality. Yeah.
the ones on the property and casualty side are the ones that determine how much premium you should be charging for policies, depending on the market, depending on territory, depending on the product. So they need those real big math skills, and so actuaries make 6 to 7 figure salaries.
Yep.
Underwriters can make 6-figure salaries, and if you're a really good salesperson, insurance sales agents can make a lot of money also.
Yeah.
And some of the other jobs are also higher than average jobs out there in the market. So it's very interesting. It's a really interesting field.
So are you looking for people for your company now as well?
No, I just wanted to mention it, that is a possibility. You see many people are out there looking for people to join their firms.
Yep.
But it's important to have your education, and it's important to look at what it is that makes you happy on an everyday basis. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Eunice Halstead, insuranceriskspecialist.com. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Chris Baran, Baran Property Management, top tips.
Top tips. If you're not sure of something, question it. I always say that. Don't let something pile up. Again, whether you're a board member or a homeowner, if you're not getting what you're told you're going to get, question it right away before it gets out of hand and it's too late. You have to have a record of when it comes to contract and stuff. You know how it is. You have to have a record of issues that you might have had before you have time to resolve it, that type of thing.
Right.
So the quicker you bring something up to your company or your management company, the better, because it's on file.
Yes.
Or it'll get resolved a lot quicker. So don't just brush it under the carpet. Always make sure you're questioning what's being done or what's not being done. It's your property. You have the right to that, and you're being told something. So you definitely better be getting what you were told you're going to get.
Yeah.
And along with you were saying a little bit with you weren't hiring, no, but we are growing. So we are looking right now to bring 2 people on. I believe 1 part-timer, maybe a full-timer as well too.
Awesome.
And they will be trained by Donna, who, like I said, I consider amazing in this industry. So they'll be working alongside of her just to groom them to be on properties, on sites.
Nice.
So that's kind of where we are now with that.
Awesome.
So,
BaranPropertyManagement.com.
Definitely reach out. Yes.
BaranPropertyManagement.com. All right, Louise Harris, last research and editing.
Hi. Well, Eunice reminded me of a couple of things. She said education, and we were talking about reading, and it's so important to be literate, reading, writing, math, science. So get your education, because then you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, she was talking about cybersecurity, and I don't remember.
You drew a blank there.
Yes, I did.
So the cybersecurity. So you were thinking about something on cybersecurity lines. It's such a an interesting point. I mean, that's an area that could be books and training manuals and education.
It's about backups. You don't want to lose your stuff. You want to back it up. And in my field, everything's on the computer, so you definitely want to make sure that you have it secure, and do your due diligence and get protection too for your computers and your network systems.
Yeah, the backup, the education point too on that point. That's such a great topic. Is that I think so many times people get caught up in their story. If they're not successful as they want to be, and they're saying, "Oh well, poor me. Here's what happened to me." We live in the best time to be alive as a human being. I mean, you can go on YouTube and learn almost anything. If you don't know how to change your oil in a car,
type in how to.
Yes.
Yes.
Insert the phrase,
or
right?
for a minimal cost, you can get a certification of some sort online at your own pace.
Absolutely. Great point. I mean, you could literally, get a, degree online. I mean, you can study CIS, computer information systems, since it's kind of topical for what we talked about earlier with the cybersecurity. So no excuses. Go out there, make it happen, be resourceful, study, and take that time to do it. So, and I want to thank all of our expert contributors, our listeners, our viewers of our TV show. Thanks so much. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need, and be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 102.5 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.